Hi everyone, my name is Maral Satar and I'm the CEO of BiblioCrunch and super excited to launch our new video course series titled Startup Book. Startup Book covers a variety of topics that will help authors publish and promote their books in today's evolving publishing landscape. Startup Book is part of BiblioCrunch, a platform that connects authors with the best curated publishing professionals. So if you're looking for an editor, designer, someone to help you with your book, you could post your project on BiblioCrunch and watch the proposals pour in. Members of our exclusive community of industry professionals have worked for some of the largest publishing houses in the world, including Simon & Schuster, Penguin Random House, HarperCollins. BiblioCrunch has also been featured in Consumer Reports, Forbes, Money Magazine, Bloomberg, BBC World News, Publishers Weekly, Media Bistro, Wall Street Journal, Library Journal, Columbia Review, and a whole bunch of other places. So be sure to check out BiblioCrunch at bibliocrunch.com. Also, we host a chat every Tuesday called Indie Chat on Twitter at 4 p.m. So join us to talk about the various topics that people in book publishing are talking about. Now for this video course, I'm going to be talking about the basics of online book retailers to kind of just give you all an overview. But before I do that, I'm going to do a quick introduction about myself and how I got into book publishing. So I'm the founder and CEO of BiblioCrunch. I have a computer engineering background and I also have a master's in digital publishing from NYU. Before I worked in media, I was a software developer for 7 years where I built a ton of digital applications. And after I was a programmer, I spent 4 years at Time Magazine where I was a senior product development manager. And that was an exciting time to be working in digital magazines. I had an opportunity to launch a lot of digital initiatives like the video channels, launch the apps, the blogs, and the ebooks. And back in 2011, I recognized a need in the ebook space, so I left Time full-time to launch BiblioCrunch. And also, I think the industry has changed drastically, an exciting time to publish a book. The publishing services spectrum is huge. You have everyone from your do-it-yourself author to your traditional publisher, and in between you have an opportunity to fill an unmet need. You have everyone who provide services like professional editing, cover and design for your book, app development, marketing and publicity, conversion into the various formats, fact-checking, proofing, distribution. There's also enhanced features which are getting more and more popular today. You can add audio files and video files to books now to make them more interactive. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is ISBNs. So this is a question that we get a lot. So what is an ISBN? So these are the barcodes that register your books. The thing about ISBNs is that most retailers don't require them to self-publish anymore. If you do get them, you should get one for every format, EPUB, MOBI, PDF. Having an ISBN can up your Google rank. It helps with library distribution. The official distributor in the US is Bowker. You can get 10 ISBNs for $250. And also the thing about an ISBN is to actually show up on the bestseller list, you actually do need an ISBN for your book. Now just a quick overview of the major retailers. The major book retailers all allow you to self-publish your ebooks yourself. The largest one right now is Amazon for your Kindle. The next largest one is Barnes & Noble for your book tablet, Nook tablet, iBooks for your iPhone, iPad, iPad, and then Kobo for Kobo reading devices. So before you actually get your book out there and into the world, you need to take your document and get it formatted and converted. So if you have just a text document with no bullets or pictures or illustrations, it's pretty straightforward to convert it. Picture books are more complex. Charts and graphs are more complex. Before you work with a formatter, be sure to get samples of their work to see that they've done similar books that you've worked on. And decide on a fee structure and agree on a sample schedule. Because if you're on a tight deadline and you want your book out in the next month, then you need to let your formatter know. And the major formats are EPUB, PDF, and Mobi for your Kindle. So preparing your files for conversion, the typical path is you take your Word document and then you take it and then you convert it to the EPUB, PDF, and the Amazon Kindle format, which is called Mobi. And then you upload it to Amazon, NookPress, Kobo, and iBooks. A lot of retailers now accept Word documents, but be careful with this because just because your Word document is formatted correctly, it might not translate to all the different devices. So I strongly urge you to actually convert it to the various formats and then see how it looks on the various e-reader devices or simulators. So just to go into a little more depth about file types, there's Mobi PRC, which is Amazon's proprietary format. So you need that type of file type for an optimized version to upload to Amazon. Then there's the EPUB format. EPUB is the standard that everyone else follows except Amazon. So you upload your ebook to Barnes & Noble's, which is now called NookPress. You upload your ebook to Apple iBooks, and then you upload your EPUB to Kobo. The third file type is called a print-ready PDF. And a print-ready PDF is basically a PDF version of your print book. And you can use your print-ready PDF to upload to CreateSpace, which is an Amazon company, Ingram Spark, or BookBaby. Those are just three of the vendors that we recommend that let you do print on demand. So if you're converting your files yourself and you're not actually going through a third party, some of the desktop tools we recommend are Calibre, which is free open source ebook library management and conversion tool. InDesign, if you already have InDesign, they give you a plugin that lets you actually export to EPUB. Sigil, which is a WYSIWYG editor for your EPUB files. If you're a Mac person, you can use Pages, and it lets you export your document into EPUB. There's also Kindle Gen. It's a command line tool used to build ebooks that can be sold through Amazon's Kindle platform. And one more tool I'm going to mention here is also Scrivener, which is gaining a lot of popularity. But Scrivener actually you need to pay for, in addition to Pages and InDesign. If you're looking for platforms that provide templates or let you export templates, Pressbooks is a great platform to do that. They do have a fee. Book Design Templates, what you could do is you could download Word templates. You have to pay for the ebook and the different print formats, and they're relatively inexpensive. And you can kind of fiddle around with the Word template. Ebook Architect is also another platform. And Scrivener, which is a writing tool, but they also let you export your books to the various formats. So once you have your book files, the list of validation tools that I recommend are Bookworm, which reads EPUBs online and validates them. Sigil, you can create your books with Sigil, and then you can also validate them with Sigil as well. And EPUB Check, which was updated last year to validate EPUB 3s. And EPUB 3s are for enhanced books. Just to go through the various retailers and what they all do and the minimum requirements. Amazon's arm is known as KDP, Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing. Don't confuse that with Kindle Select. Kindle Select is a program by Amazon where your books have to be exclusive to Amazon, but KDP is Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing. So if you publish through KDP, you could publish through all the other platforms as well. Amazon owns over 60% of the market. Again, this is an estimate. The 25% of revenues on Amazon come from self-published titles in the US. You need a PRC or Mobi file, maximum 50 megabytes. The cover should be at least 1,000 pixels on the longest side, either JPEG or TIFF, and a 1.6 height-width ratio. One thing I see a lot of people do is hard code page numbers. You don't want to hard code page numbers in your book because the page numbers vary based on what type of reader you are if you're looking on an e-reader. So one thing that I think a lot of people get surprised about is to sell your book, you'll need to submit your tax and bank information. So either your Social Security or your EIN number if you've actually incorporated your company. Barnes & Nobles is the next retailer. They're known as Nook Press. They used to be called Pubit, and they rebranded recently. They own 25% of the ebook market. You'll need to upload an EPUB file, maximum 20 megabytes. For cover size, an optimal size is between 750 and 2000 pixels in a month. JPEG size 5 kilobytes to 2 megabytes. And same deal as with Amazon, you'll need to submit your tax and bank information. The next bookstore is called iBooks. Apple's iBooks store lets you distribute books so people can buy them and download them to their iPad, iPhones, iPods. They're also roughly 25% of the ebook market. You'll need to upload an EPUB file. Max size is 2 gigabytes, and their file size is bigger than the others because they allow for enhanced audio and video features in your book. If you're looking for interactive stuff, they have a really great tool called iBooks Author, which is great for enhanced ebooks. Cover size, minimum 1400 pixels along smaller side, or JPEG and PNG file is required for them. Same deal. To sell your book, you need to input your bank and tax information, and you'll need a Mac and an iTunes Connect account. And you'll need to download a program called iTunes Producer. If you want more step-by-step directions, we actually have a few guides on our blog. So go to bibliocrunch.com/blog. The last one is Kobo Writing Life. They are in the low single digits market share. You'll need to upload an EPUB file, max 200 megabytes. Optimal cover size 600 by 860 pixels, JPEG, PNG. Same deal, you need to input your tax and tax information. Now, before someone points it out, I know the numbers of market share don't actually add up to 100. These are just estimates. So no one actually reveals their true numbers, so just keep that in mind. So all the tools to self-publish a great book are available to you. And if you're looking for additional resources or more information on how to upload to retailers, you can go to bibliocrunch.com, which is our author services marketplace that connects you with quality vetted book publishing professionals. You can read our tips blog. You can read some of my articles in PBS Media Shift. And we also have a self-publishing hotline, or softline, what we call it, that you can call and get advice. And if you have any questions, you can email me or catch me on Twitter. Thanks so much. Can't wait for the next one. All right.